In his book called Consolations, David White talks about help, and he says this about it. He says, help is strangely something we want to do without, as if the very idea disturbs and blurs the boundaries of our individual endeavors, as if we cannot face how much we need in order to go on. We're born with an absolute necessity for help. Grow, well, only when a continuous succession of extending hands is reached. And as adults, depend upon others for our further successes and possibilities in life, even as competent individuals. Even the most solitary writer needs a reader. The most Machiavellian mobster, a trusted lieutenant. And the most independent candidate, a voter. Welcome to Finding God in the Times of COVID. Today is July the 20th. So David White goes on to talk about different ways that we need help. You know, when we're born, our parents need help of a doctor, a midwife, or people around them. And as little infants, you know all the ways, right? We need help. A breast upon which to nurse, or a bottle from which to drink, someone to change our poopy diapers, someone to do a lot of cooing and clucking and gazing over the course of time. We know it builds these things called attachments, relationships, love. Parents, they need help of other people in caring for their children, maybe their own parents. They need help, he says, of other parents and other children to come to play dates. And over the course of life, we need help. We need help even, of course, in our dying to do it well anyway. People to usher us from a transition from this chapter of life to the chapter of life that comes forth. And tucked somewhere in there, right, is this period of time when we see ourselves as more independent, able to take things on our own, and maybe to be that, he says, the only corner of the universe where someone doesn't really need anyone else's help. So to ask for help, for some it comes naturally and easily, and for many people it's one of the hardest things that there is around on this journey called life. Perhaps because it's connected to this idea of vulnerability, which doesn't come easily to many. So how do we do it at asking for help when we need it? How do we take it not as a judgment against our independence or our sense of identity, kind of who we are as an able-bodied, independent person, which at least this society tends to value in ways that perhaps other cultures don't so much. It's a struggle for us. It's a struggle for me to just ask for the help needed. So we might take just a moment to think about a way that today we might ask for help. What's something that you have going on today? And how could you practice the vulnerability that's asking for help? Sort of do a mental walk through your day and see if there's a way that by relying on another person, you might experience a sense of growth yourself, and perhaps provide that opportunity for someone else to be help. Chip Andrews wrote this little tune. It's based on Psalm 121. It goes like this. I lift my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? It comes from God who made heaven and earth and the love we we share from within. I lift my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? It comes from God who made heaven and earth, and the love we share from within. That we lift our eyes to the hills. From where does our help come? It comes from God who made heaven and earth, and the love that we share from within. Maybe as we ask for help, we also think about how we look for help. Acknowledge our needs, that we're not independently whole, and that we find help. What's the hill to which you look when you're looking for help? And how do we move on from there and share that love from within? I see a blue jay who's eating my blueberries. I gotta go. Blessings on your day.